policies and the control of budget so that she can tell them clearly in all languages what she expects. Give them even templates, and she does so. But the next day, we are again in the quagmire. It moves away from templates. It is now in legal. It even goes to whether this is a function of accounting. We have a controller of budget who wants to be an auditor. She also wants to be a controller of budget. That is the truth. So we cannot be hard on the ear. Ours is just to say, as I am speaking on behalf of Nyeri.
Thank you. I do not want us to debate about the control of budget.
Maybe, Chair, with your permission, through the governor.
No, not about the control.
No, not about the controller. Mine is on counter funding, because counties are required to do counter funding, and we make every effort to factor in that money in the budgets. Unfortunately, the corresponding contribution, either from the donor or from whoever, does not come in time. So it puts us into another spin. You have already committed that money, and as you wait for the other money to flow, it does not flow. And I'll give an example. We have what we call the county aggregation industrial parks. Counties injected money, we factored in that money, but we never got a corresponding cent from the national government. So that puts you in a very big quagmire. And that is the same thing with FLOCA, the fund we are now discussing now. Because as a county, we put in money for counter funding. So the question is, what will be rolled out? What commitments would you make when you have not received the counter funding from the other end? So I think that's a matter that needs to be looked at in a very critical way, so that we don't again put money and on the other side we don't get the other side of the bargain. Thank you, Chair.
I get your point. We have, I don't want to go on with this discussion around control of budget, because we had a meeting with the control of budget and we directed that they need to prioritize automation, so that all these things they are doing manually, they can do it online. And it is pointless that we have officers from the office of the controller of budget in every county, and then still when counties want requisition they have to come to Nairobi. So those issues we have had a meeting with the controller of budget, and we have put to her the same questions that we have. So I do not want to debate it further here. We will call her to give us an update of what she has done on the same.
Yeah, just to add, national government can do everything they want online in as far as our office is concerned. The only challenge is with counties. It's important that you know that. National government does everything online. Ourselves, it's physical. You can see there is some form of problem there. I don't know. But
Sure.
thank God you are seized of the matter.
Yeah.
Chair, through you, Governor, senators are defenders of devolution. So the challenges that you're having, make sure that as a COG, you're meeting with senators and telling us what are your challenges so that we can solve them from where we sit.
Thank you.
Yeah, but again, also senators, you know, we must also criticize ourselves. The Constitution gives us the powers to participate in budget making for constitutional offices, including the control of budget. But we have left that role to the National Assembly, who have no interest of counties. So you find the office of the control of budget is underfunded. Even the Auditor General here is highly underfunded, because no one wants to give people who are going to look at their books money. So I think one of the things we need to do as a Senate is to insist on implementation of, is it article, legal is, which article is that? 2, the article that requires Parliament, which means Senate and National Assembly, to participate in budget making for constitutional offices. and commission. I think it's 214, 250, 249.
Yes, it's 249. It's Article 249, subclause 3, that reads, Parliament shall allocate adequate funds to enable each commission and independent office to perform its functions, and the budget of each commission and independent office shall be a separate vote. Thank you, Chair.
Yeah, so that is where, honorable senators, I think we need to insist, so that budget making Senate should participate, at least for commissions and constitutional offices, so that if controller of budget cannot automate because he has no money, we'll give her money. So that is a debate for another day. So honorable members, we will now move to the last two funds. Senator Chimera, put yourself on record.
Thank you, Chair, members, Governor and your team. My name is Senator Chimera, member of this committee.
So we can have the officers for the other two funds.
It looks like you are underfunded. There is no coffee.
No, it is there.
I have
You have not asked.
coffee after
Yes.
answering so many
Sergeant
questions.
So the officers who have come can be given a chance to put themselves on record.
George Mwangi, once again, Chief Officer, Department of Trade, Cooperatives, Culture and Tourism.
Miriam Mwaniki, the FAD admin.
Through the chair, my name is Justin Mundia, Trade Development Officer, EDF Secretariat, Nyeri County. Thank you.
Through the chair, Harrison Gary, Principal Trade Officer, Secretariat, EDF.
Through the chair, Nancy Gatei, Accountant, Carlos and Mortgage Fund.
Okay, so honorable members, we are going to start with the County Executive Car Loan and Mortgage Fund. So I will request the auditor to give us a brief overview of this report.
These are new officers, Chair.
No, they were there before.
They introduced themselves.
Yes.
Thank you, Chair. This is the Auditor General report on financial statement of Nyeri County Executive Car Loan and Mortgage for Staff Scheme Fund. It was a qualified report with two issues. The first issue, Chair, is on unaccounted for fringe benefit tax, which it is not addressed. Then the second issue, Chair, is on unconfirmed interest income, and the issue has been addressed. The third issue is on budgeted interest income shortfall, not addressed. And the last issue, Chair, is loans disbursement without mandatory documents, The documents were provided, but the issue is not addressed.
But you have indicated is addressed.
You have checked, Chair, because this one was not provided during the audit. It was provided, now they have already provided documents.
So
now.
it is a late submission.
Yes.
Okay, so we will look at the 3 issues which are not addressed, but maybe before we go far, Governor, you know this particular fund is the most misused fund in the counties. The most misused fund nearly in all counties. And I've been struggling to see anything that we have been seeing in other counties. I haven't seen it in your report. Things like non-performing loans, things like loans having been taken without insurance, without security, things like people having awarded themselves huge loans than their pay can cover. So maybe we can start from there. Is there any non-performing loans?
Maybe, Chair, we should start that by the fact that I have never borrowed a shilling from that loan.
Yes.
I've been governor 2 terms, I've never borrowed. The only person I've seen, and I've seen it today, is my deputy. I've seen him here. But what we have done in Nyeri County is ensure that since I have no interest, and I have said I don't, everything is done according to the book. There is an independent committee that sits to approve. And when I realized that the executive were not able to borrow also, we opened it to chief officers. If chief officers were not able, we allowed even, I think we went as far as directors or something. All staff, anybody who could borrow, but on condition that you met the requirements. So we have a strict, and that is why maybe even some of the issues are arising, that we have not realized the interest that we would have, because we never gave the entire amount, and we were only able to. Initially, I must also say we had only one CEC who borrowed and left, but he cleared his loan. He was appointed elsewhere. And I think under KPCU or something, but he continued to pay the loan. So we do not have any defaulters. Our staff pay as they should, and they are very strict because they look at the period that within which you can pay. So any other issue around the loans, I am surprised other things are happening. We don't allow that. You know, one of the challenges you must understand, Chairman, is that I am a person who speaks his heart, so I must be very careful with the things I do. So I submit that unless you raise the specific issues.
Can you confirm that there was no non-performing loans?
Thank you, Chair. I can confirm that during our audit, we never came across non-performing loans.
So that thing, I think we must congratulate you for that, Governor. That you are doing well among the worst. Because this one has really been an issue in many counties. So I think we'll start with the first query. That is an accounted for fringe benefit tax.
Thank you.
Auditor, proceed.
Thank you, Chair. This is the report of the Auditor General on Nyeri County Executive Car Loan and Mortgage Staff Scheme Fund for the year ended 30th June 2024, the overall opinion is qualified. Paragraph number 1, unaccounted for fringe benefits tax. The statement of financial performance reflects use of goods and services amounting to Kenya shillings 1,524,122 as disclosed in Note 7 to the financial statements. Included in the expenditure is fringe benefits tax of Kenya shillings 885,712, which does not agree with the supporting schedules of Kenya shillings 621,712, resulting to an unexplained and unreconciled variance of Kenya shillings 264,000. Further, review of tax computation schedule provided for audit revealed that the fund had an outstanding fringe benefits tax of Kenya shillings 881,424, an accumulated interest of Kenya shillings 715,660, or totaling to Kenya shillings 1,596,662 as at 30th June 2024, and unpaid tax arrears amounting to Kenya shillings 30,301,063. In addition, the fund administrator failed to remit taxes within the prescribed time period, which might attract interest and penalties on the outstanding amounts. In the circumstances, the regularity, accuracy, and completeness of the fringe benefits tax amount of Kenya shillings 885,712 could not be confirmed. Thank you, Chair.
So, Auditor, then there are several issues here. There is the issue of reconciliation, a variance of 264,000. Then there is the issue of tax, accumulated interest of 715,660. And then there is a further issue of unpaid tax arrears of 30 million. Is that the case?
That is the case, Chair.
Okay, so Governor, you can give us your management response.
Thank you. Let me kindly allow me to ask the Chief Officer to handle that.
Chair, through the Governor, our management response, the figure of 885,712 consists of fringe benefit tax that was paid to Kenya Revenue Authority since the inception of the fund to August 2023, which was paid via two payment voucher, 626,412.30 cents and 259,299.10 cents, which were provided for audit, and this is supported by Annex 1A. So that is the issue that was raised on 885,712 that could not be confirmed. So further, the management had not remitted the fringe benefit tax amounted to 1.826, 119.5 for financial year 2023-2024 due to the low uptake of the loan, hence the low interest income, which is utilized to defray operating expense of the fund as per the fund regulations. The management paid the unpaid fringe benefit tax of 1.826,119.50 cents in financial year 2024-2025, and that was the total fringe benefit tax that were not paid for 2023-2024. On unpaid tax arrears amounting to 30.3, the unpaid tax arrears amounting to 30,301,063 was a demand from the Kenya Revenue Authority for the various tax head under the county government of Nyeri for financial year 2017-2018 to 2021-2023. The only tax head relating to the funds is the fringe benefit tax, which was in arrears of 626,412, which was settled as per the payment voucher above, which was in Annex 1A. So it's the same. That is only the one that was relating to the fringe for the fund, but the rest is for the county government of Nyeri executive accounts.
What is your comment on the response?
Thank you, Chair. They provided documents, but it's the aspect of late submission. They were not provided during the audit. So,
but have they responded to your question, your query?
Chair, the documents they are provided, they are responding to the query, but we, according to our policy as an office, if documents were not provided during the audit, we don't accept after, because where were those documents?
So there is an issue of late submission of documents. But before I come to that, let's address the substance of the matter here. Can I request members to chip in? Any member who is ready?
Chair, it's just asking why the documents or any information was not availed to the auditors on entry, meeting or exit meeting.
Chair, through His Excellency the Governor, these documents were available and was provided because that payment vouchers were even made before that time, and the payments were made that time. So they can be confirmed from the check transfers that they were there and they were submitted.
Did you provide them to the auditor? That is the question.
Yes, it was provided. Maybe, I don't know where they skipped the auditor.
Auditor, is it in your schedule? Because you usually maintain a schedule of the things you want, and is a checklist. Is it there?
Thank you, Chair. The reason why it turned up in our report is that the documents were not provided at that time. Because we had issued a query, then we issue an email, and then we issue a draft report, and then final report.
Through you, Chair. So, Auditor, you say that on the exit meeting you had not received those documents?
Yes, Chair.
Any other issue? The accountant through the governor, when I look at your Annex 1A, the payment voucher that you have put there, it is not looking original. If you look at it, honorable members, it's not looking original, because my expectation would be the document would have been fully processed. If you look at, for example, on the examination part, voucher examination part, it is not filled at all. It is